Okay, so this is a 4-stack interchange. It is only 2 high. It is modified from one I found on YouTube. I'll add the link in the description to the original one. Okay, so I need to delete this so I can draw a new one. Okay, I draw this with a dirt road. So you want to make a square that is 10, or to the first big line square, so it lines up with your existing freeway. You want to go 3 in from the left and go 1 click high, and then out 20, so or 2 big lines. For the next one, right next to it, go up 2, come out 2 big lines, that's 20, and down to ground level. So you want to end them all at ground level. So this one, because you just did 2, you do 2 up again, and then out 2, and I made a mistake. You want to make sure they all are exactly the same length, otherwise it's hard to get the ends correctly. So that's up 2 along, the next one is up 1, out 2, and then to ground level. And then 3 in from the left, because the one you just did was 1 high, do another one that's 1 high, out 2 to ground level, up 2 for this next one, out 2, or 20, depending on how you look at it, up 2, and out, and then 1, click high for this last one. Okay, so they should all be matching now. I'm going to do this straight across ones, so they will be at ground level in this one. I'm just going to pull these ones out longer. You don't need to, it's just to make it easier, because if you notice when I get to the end there, it tries to curve around, and I get tired fighting it. So okay, so the next ones I would do underground, but you can't draw a dirt track underground, so I'm just going to use regular streets. Go 1 click down and then out 2, just like the other ones, but underground, starting underground. I'll join these up later. These ones you can do at the very end, where you join them underneath, because they don't intersect with anything else, so they don't get in the way. Finally, we're going to do the roads that go around the edges, and I'm going to switch back to dirt roads. I'll convert these other ends to dirt roads, because I'll show you why it's a little harder to draw next to the regular street than it is the dirt roads. So you want to go back 1, right next to it, and then to the same ending point. As you can see, it's a little bit hard to get it without clicking onto those roads. For some reason, the regular streets are harder to draw next to than the dirt roads. So you want to go back 10, and then make it 10 long. And this is the last side. If I can get it, yep. Okay, now I'm going to join these up. So switch to the curve tool, match to the corner of the center square that you drew. I got that one, there we go. To the corner, and these are your edge roads. So that will allow people to go left or right without having to go through the main part of the intersection. There we go. And now I'm going to join the center ones. I always do the lowest ones first. You want to pull it out to match to the road that you're going to turn to. So you're always turning across like that, and then do the top ones. So pull the curve tool out to where the road is you want to meet up, and around it goes. Oh, didn't get that one. There we go. Okay. So that is the basic layout. You can delete this center square, you don't need it anymore. And that was just for guides for the curves. You can join the straight roads that go directly across. And yep, so next you're going to want to turn everything into freeway off-ramps. Not everything, but almost everything. And I'm going to speed this bit up because it takes a little while. So the ones that go straight ahead, we're going to convert those to 2-lane highways. These are obviously if you have the Mass Transit DLC. If you don't, these can just be off-ramps as well, but it doesn't make quite as much sense when we do the ends, when you see them come off. But they do work as single lanes. You won't have as much throughput, obviously. So we'll convert the remainder of these, and then I'm going to draw the tunnels underneath so they actually match up now. They just go straight across, one side to the other. And now we have to turn everything into the correct direction. So let's speed this up. Basically the right 2 lanes will, the right 3 lanes will always be going forwards. You know how roads work. Okay, now I am going to show you how to do the ends. We connect up the ends by adding a 4-road highway on the end of the streets that we already have here. You just want a straight one, and just make them any length. You can join them up to the freeway in a bit. Now you want to go back to the dirt track and use your curve tool to join these up. You don't want to join them right at the very end, but pretty close. It kind of hooks them back in. If you do it too close, it won't let you change from dirt road to highway. So now we'll change to 2-lane highway and do the center ones because they would match with the 2 lanes. And now we do the off ramps for the sides, and we fix the directions, and that has how you join them up to your freeway. So that's a pretty long ending for the freeway. You can make it shorter, but only about half that length. So anything shorter and the curves just don't work. So if you come out 10 and then you go back half, go back 5, and do your dirt tracks, these join off of the main highway sections that go straight. Do a 4-lane highway piece at the end. Again, these can be any length that you need. I've done them in very tight spots before and made them very, very short. Go your curve tool. You want to curve in near the end, but not too close. I'm kind of going to the inside of the circle if you look at that guide. There we go. We'll convert the center lanes to 2-lane. And then do the off-ramps on the outside. Change the directions. And there you have the other end. So you can pretty much make one of these interchanges in under 10 minutes, and they're very quick. The speed through them is considerably faster than the cloverleaf in my experience, and I've never had a traffic jam in one. And as you can see here, it is roughly the same size depending on how long you make those endings. It is almost exactly the same size as a cloverleaf, so you don't have to have a huge amount of space left over. So here you can see I have one in my city and another one over here because I really like them.